The novel coronavirus has not been previously identified in humans. It is originated in a seafood and a poultry market in Wuhan, China. In this video, I will try to explain you all the current research and updates in the industry about COVID-19. What are some of the new facts? What are some of the emerging facts about COVID-19 and what we know about them? What are some of the misconceptions and important sources to actually obtain the accurate information? It is so important today where sharing is so simple with everybody. So let's roll. Before we begin, I would like to welcome you to the channel Lucid Medicine. I'm Dr. Rahul Joshi and I attempt to explain medical concepts, diseases, medical terminologies in a simple way so that it is understood by all. So hit that big red subscribe button and the bell icon for all the new videos. Okay. So when we talk about COVID-19, we should always mention World Health Organization. The World Health Organization actually says that vaccine works by training and preparing body's natural defenses, aka your immune system, which recognizes and fights off the viruses and the bacteria they target. Now, if the body is exposed to those disease-causing germs later on, the body is immediately ready to destroy them and thus preventing major outbreaks and illnesses. So far as the current research around the vaccine and the update goes, I would like to say with the Herculean effort, which is a fast-tracked vaccine which can come to market anywhere at the end of 2020 to the middle of 2021. That said, I want you to also know that generally vaccines often take years and sometimes even decades to develop, test and approve for general public use. Now, there has been a lot of news around the research vaccines which are currently underway, but recently 3 COVID-19 trials have been stopped for safety issue. But it is in good light. Why? Because if you understand what are the safety concerns earlier, it is better to tweak the vaccine. But the World Health Organization, along with many other vaccine manufacturers, are coming again day to day to bring up a workable, safe, low cost solution which is affordable by all. If you ask me personally, I am very optimistic about it. Okay, now let us look at some of the new emerging facts about COVID-19. First thing to talk about is COVID-19 reinfection. Now, for some viruses, the first infection can provide a lifelong immunity. You don't have to bother about. But certain coronavirus strains, such as this one, doesn't really provide you a lifelong immunity. Now we know that it is short-lived. This reinfection cases tells us that we cannot rely on immunity which is acquired by natural infection. Therefore, one has to similar kind of care and practice all hygienic procedures and measures which are laid out by the government, by the health authorities and by the competent authorities. Let's talk about a buzzword which is herd immunity. But before that, first let us understand what herd immunity actually is. Only a certain proportion of the population needs to be infected in order to stop large outbreaks. Now, either through naturally acquired disease or through vaccination. In other words, what I want to tell you is the herd is said to be immune when introduction of a disease will not lead to pandemics or major outbreaks such as this one which we are suffering from last December. I would like to quote Dr. Soumya Swaminathan. She is the WHO's chief scientist. She thinks that at least 60 to 70% of the population should have immunity to really break the chain of transmission. Now, 60 to 70%, that's really huge considering the world population. And therefore, scientists are calling it as a bad strategy or something which is not well thought through. You can't just let the virus spread freely in the community and just keep your fingers crossed and let it have several human lives. So always remember that when you talk about herd immunity, when you hear people talk about herd immunity, it should always be spoken in the background of vaccines, because with vaccines you can achieve herd immunity faster. When we talk about misconception, let us do a quick rapid fire round to bust all those myths around COVID-19. Question number 1, will prolonged use of mask lead to breathing difficulties? Well, the prolonged use of medical mask when properly worn does not cause any carbon dioxide intoxication, nor it will lead any oxygen deficiency. Drinking alcohol based solution helps internal cleansing, Well, it doesn't. Drinking beer, wine, rum, vodka, etc., methanol, ethanol, bleach does not prevent or cure COVID 19. In fact, it can be extremely dangerous. Please do not do this at all. Don't. Is spreading of coronavirus weather dependent? Now, at the beginning of it, summer heat can kill it, winter will freeze it. So, all of these are misconception. Coronavirus can be transmitted in any climate and at any season. At all times, ensure that you practice physical distancing, wear mask and use hand sanitizers. The another funny one was, do mobile networks help in spreading coronavirus? Now to that, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, whatever you're using in your country, it will not spread coronavirus or it will not spread COVID-19. Can outbreaks end without herd immunity? Yes, very much. I spoke about it earlier. Mitigation measures to reduce the disease transmission can actually end an outbreak with very little population immunity. Finally, how can you stop the spread of the myths and misconceptions? So this was the final part of our video today. This is something really important I want to focus. I've got 3 words for you to answer that question: verify, verify, and verify. Stay aware of the latest information from trusted science-based resources by following official pages, handles, and their accounts. In fact, you may choose to follow, in fact, you should follow, I think, WHO, CDC, ICMR, and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to begin with. Do check up your links, do check up the official handles which are given out by the government. In fact, the best way to stay updated about almost everything and anything about COVID-19 is just by saying hi to WHO. Didn't get it? Okay, let me explain. So when you click on a link on the WHO's website, you land on the official WhatsApp account of WHO. Isn't that cool? In fact, what I'll do is I will insert the link in the description box below for you to go through. Do check it out and definitely share. Now, if you have received a message or a forward on WhatsApp or WeChat or Telegram, etc., wherever you're based and whichever social media platform is mostly used for conversations, and check the source and try to ensure the information that you're sharing is scientifically sound and validated and is based on adequate rationale. Don't just randomly forward the messages to your contacts. If you know or you believe that something is false or incorrect, you've got to report it right away. We are unlocking and lowering the restrictions, but amidst that, do not forget that we are not completely out of the danger as yet. I said that I'm optimistic about the vaccine and it will surely restore up to a certain extent the pre-COVID era. Let's hope so. Till then, we need to follow 3 C's, which is to be careful, cautious, and caring. Okay, so now time to end the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. This is Lucid Medicine, reimagining medicine in a simpler way.